you voted in the 2010 Republican Party primary, please raise your hand. Okay. If you voted in the 2008 Republican Party platform or primary, please raise your hand. Okay. Some people out in the audience are raising their hands. It's great participation score. You're not spectators, are you? Okay, I did throw one really easy question in here. If you plan on voting on the 2012 Republican Party platform, raise your hand. Primary. That was supposed to be a gimme. And if you've read the 2010 Texas Republican Party platform, raise your hand. Okay, thank you. That was the easy part. And now that we've broken the ice, I'll ask each of you, and you already know your number, each of you to make a 1-minute opening. Please keep it to 1 minute. And then after all of you have made the 1-minute opening, then we'll carry you off, all but one of you, to the green room, and you'll be called out one at a time. When you come out the second time, we'll give everybody 4 questions. Each question will have 2 minutes. I'll start with you.
I'm John Gay. I live in Dickinson, Texas. I'm running for Congressional District 14. My wife Lisa and I own LL Auctions, and we are local business owners. We both grew up in family businesses. At about age 7, our parents put us to work in those family businesses, so we know how hard work is, and now we're successful in our own family business. I'm very concerned about the direction of our country. I'm concerned that our vote has been hindered this long in this primary. And we have not had more participation or ability to participate in the presidential primary. And I did not raise my hand that I voted in one of those Republican primaries that the judge asked there, and I want to explain that. I voted for Hillary Clinton to try to stop Obama because I saw what was coming. I saw the Obamageddon that we were going to have and have had. And how we had to stop this man, and it's like one of my relatives that threw a chair under a Model T trying to stop it because the guy driving it forgot where the brakes were. So, thank you.
I'm Mark Mansius. My wife and I, Lois, live in West Columbia. We've lived there just about 3.5 years, and I am running for the District 14 Congressional District. I have a strong belief in the Constitution and the limited powers that were given to the federal government. Recently, over the last 5 or 10 decades, we've walked away from some of that belief in our country. We have garnered a whole bunch of debt. Some say it's 15 trillion, some say it's more. And as a nation, we've garnered 30 to 60 trillion in debt. We have some difficult issues that we're going to have to face. And because of that debt, it makes it difficult for how we need to deal with it. We have to be careful. We, in our campaign, we have set up 3 ways in which we believe we can deal with that. The first is making sure that we guarantee the rights of free religion in this country. The second is to return to limited government that we have in this country. Thank you.
1 minute comes fast. My name is Jay Old, and I am a Republican running for Congress for your District 14. I believe America is a land of opportunity, great opportunity. I believe that our brightest days are ahead of us. But I believe if we don't have good, strong leadership in Washington, D.C., then our rights and our protections and our future will not be secure. My first vote was for Ronald Reagan. I worked for George H.W. Bush. George W. Bush, when he was running for governor and president, I was on the VIP train as a volunteer when they opened the Bush Library at College Station. I don't believe in litmus tests. I don't believe in doctrinaire ideology. I believe that you need someone who can lead you to make decisions for you, and I hope tonight you will see and have the opportunity to see that I am the best person to represent you as your congressman in Washington. It's time to make choices, folks, and I'm looking forward to having the opportunity to enter this discussion with you. Thank you very much.
I'm George Harper. 30 years ago, our nation was in economic turmoil, and Republicans, under the leadership of Ronald Reagan, turned our nation around. But think on this, ladies and gentlemen. We are in deeper trouble today than we were in 1979. Is this political success, 25 years of prosperity, at a cost of losing little pieces of our freedoms and liberties with each passing year? What did the Reagan Revolution secure for future generations? We must learn from our past. We cannot make the same mistakes that Republicans made in the 80s and 90s. We must have fundamental change this year. It won't be easy and it won't be painless. The Republican challenge will be to understand what needs to be done and to commit to the sacrifices that are required to secure our future for our children and our grandchildren. I'm George Harper, and I'd like your support.
My name is Mike.
My name is Michael Trucale, and I want to tell you that I am the son of educators. I am a dedicated family man. I am a lifelong Republican. I've been a community leader, a church leader, a university regent, but one thing is certain, I am not a politician. Now, I've been active in the Republican Party all of my life. Denise and I went to the Republican Convention in 1984 when Ronald Reagan was there, and I was a national delegate in 2008. I'm on the State Republican Executive Committee. But I never aspire to be a politician, and I never want to be just another politician. Instead, I'm a citizen taxpayer, and I'm going to view every decision as a citizen taxpayer. I am running for Congress because Washington is broken. Government is too big, and it exercises too much control over your lives. My name is Michael Trucale, and I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
I'm Bill Sargent. I'm concerned about what's happening in our country, in our nation. I expected of Obama, Reid, Pelosi, but I never expected it of the Republican leadership. We've had control of the House for a year. And what happens? We see the Republicans caving. Why? Because they're looking at the polls, they're looking at what the press might do to them. Whatever happened to the issue of choosing what's right over what's wrong and letting the chips fall where they may? I'm willing to take on the Republican leadership in Washington if necessary. Because why? Because I want our country back, I want our party back. Now let me tell you about me. I'm the only candidate in this race who comes to the table with all the tools that are needed. I'm the only candidate in the race who has congressional background. I have over 20 years experience on Capitol Hill. I've done legislation. I've had experience in the executive branch at the federal, state, and local level. I'm also a resident of Galveston. I'm here to serve you. I want your vote. I want you all to consider me seriously for this office. Thank you.
My name is Robert Gonzalez. I've been married to my wife for 28 years, Lisa. I have been involved in politics pretty much all my life. I've worked as a poll watcher. I've worked as a clerk, as an interpreter, a Hispanic interpreter. I have worked in the last two elections as a precinct clerk. And I was a delegate to the state convention in 2010. I have helped many candidates win many elections. But I've got to a point right now where I've decided that I either allow these guys to go and do something that they won't do, or I do it myself. And that's why I'm running. My wife and I were founders of the Clear Lake Tea Party. And the Tea Party was one of those movements, and it is today, that has made a big difference in the conservative push that we've got forward. So I want to continue that move in Washington as your congressman. I believe that conservatism is something that we should fight for, and as a Cuban-born American, I want to preserve the rights that we have today. Robert Gonzalez, I'll be blessed with your vote. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Felicia Harris, and I'm a lifelong Republican. I'm a native Texan, and I still believe in American exceptionalism. This country was founded upon three core principles, in my view: that of individual liberty, personal responsibility, and limited government. It's because of those core principles that we forged more prosperity and more freedom than any other nation in the entire world. Now, in the last 3 years, we've seen something happen. We've seen President Barack Hussein Obama and his liberal supporters force upon all of us a social justice agenda. And under his leadership, our economies have suffered, our freedoms have been threatened, and more Americans today than ever before are dependent upon the government. I actually believe we're still a country of independence, not a country of dependence. We're a country of capitalists, of free enterprisers, not a country of socialists. And I joined this race because I want to stop the assault that President Barack Obama has on our country and our fundamental principles. And I want to go to D.C. and fight for you for a limited government. And to me, that's a government that spends less, a government that taxes less, and a government that owes less in debt. Alicia Harris, thank you very much.
Mr. Brockman, please do that.